Got me now? I'm not very good with that, but my family raced 45, 48 years. They was one of the first track champions at Lima Land. They was at the first World Outlaw show at Devil's Bow, and that year they won the final, the first 10,000 to win race at Eldor with Shane Carson, and he's become a family member, like my grandson's name after him. And he didn't make it in. He's home crying in the bathroom, so I want to give him a shout out. I love you, Carson. He's been looking forward to this, and with all the great people that's out there, we had this room filled in, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Grateful to have that many people support me. Met a lot of people out there on the road, and that's my family. I mean, it's grown from my parents taking me in diapers. My whole family has grown up in diapers at the racetrack, and it's been life to me. And, you know, some people know me. I'm kind of retired from my landscape business, hard to help my health. I'm going to go out iRacing and try to make a living with you guys. Support me and support you guys. Sell my t-shirts. That's going to be online here real soon. And go out and do some racing and pay out some money to you guys and see if I can get sponsors to build this little TimsSims Hillbilly High Banks up and make more friends. You got Hewitt, Rick Unger, Dick Gaines. If you guys remember him that far back. Kelly Kinsler, Joey Saldana's got wins in her car. Man, there's a list along. Rodney Ritter, a great friend of mine from over in the Indiana area. Man, it goes on and on and on. Kenny Jacobs and, Rusty McClure. Won their first feature. Johnny Beaver up to the Fremont area, first feature in Don Harold's car. Man, I could go on for days talking about this. Hey, and, Roger. You get on the Don Nickles Memorial page, you can see a lot of that of the cars of Don and Harold. And, they put me in a spot. One of them's gone. He's passed, Don. And, he was close. His family's close to me. His daughter works for me in my trailer. And we love going racing, man. I can't say enough about this. Oh, yeah. Believe it or not, guys, when I started this litter business back in 2000, 2001, my dad laughed. My family laughed. My dad, "You wasted your time, build them out of wood." And he didn't really understand the concept of driving in a real sprint car because I'm a racing idiot. And, it started my wife taking me to the mall. I bought the rat bag game, and now I'm here today. And I've known from a lot of friends, man, I'm telling you, there's nothing better going to the racetrack and a new guy coming up and say, "Hey, I'm so-and-so on iRacing, man." And it makes my day to meet these people. And I've made a lot of great friends, and I hope you come around and meet me. I get busy out there, but I'm here to support iRacing and help them guys. So, guys, I can't thank them enough for filling this room up and joining in and support me out on the road. And, things that Ernie do, you do. There's so many guys. I don't have enough time to talk about all the help I've got with this and the family and the friends, and I can go on forever, like I said. Hey, Roger. Since took up my time in practice, that'd be my excuse for not being good tonight. Okay, just so everybody knows. They'll hear it up front, man. Already having fun.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Oh, no, you're good. I was wondering if we're going to reset this track state. What's the command for that? I can't remember. Track state what?
User was moved out of your channel.
Doing it if it's disabled, there's a reason.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So is Roger announcing anything or what?
We take you
I don't know. I think that's what we're here for.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So all adminning and in-game, what?
All right, we're going to get back to it. Like I said, you guys are going to hear a little bit of race control. You're going to hear a lot of me, and you didn't hear as much of me as I thought you did because apparently my microphone was turned off. It's one of the perils of using two microphones, but we are getting ready. We have 6 heat races. This place filled up 90 seconds with 60 drivers. That is a great amount of support for somebody who does so much for so many all around the community. Let's jump in here. Let's run through the TimsSims starting lineup. Be Garrett Marshall on the pole for Heat 1, and on his outside in the Rifco Wicked Energy levels up Sim Sports number 5. He's out of Franklin, Pennsylvania. Braden, the high side hustler, Eiler. Row 2 on the inside. Right there from the hometown of the Hillbilly High Bank. So Ernie Whiskers Williams in the 91 machine. Outside, the 06 of Ryland Gray. Your third row inside, going to be the 09 of Anthony Woodhull. On his outside, the Milkman Designs 1525 Motorsports number 26. Your quick qualifier for the evening, Tyler Goodwin from Chesney Park, Illinois.
Also, you do it.
Fourth row, Wade Fields will start inside row 4. He'll start P7, and on his outside,
All starts are on leader
on the edge.
after the car's off.
Over the on the edge, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, Team Edge, number 18 of Derek Layton from Salt Lake City, Utah. And on the outside of him, I'm not sure who's driving TimsSims 7s. We don't have names, but they will start there. And then the Crawford Flooring 1525 Motorsports number 45 from Arita, Illinois of Robert Warren on the outside of that row. That's 10 cars, 10 laps, top 4. Straight to your feature, everybody else. You've got some soup to get through. We're going to keep 30 cars for our 200-lap feature tonight, and we are underway. Through 1 and 2, everybody keeping it pretty square. The guys went out, worked the track a little between practice and qualifying. So we're going to get to watch this track come in. But with 60 cars and 20 minutes of practice, the track was gone before we ever got going. So right now, Garrett Marshall out in front. He'll lead lap number 2. He's got Braden Eiler and Ernie Williams in tow behind that. Your fourth and final direct transfer spot right there. Looks like the 06 of a Ryland Gray. Everybody trying to work the inside. Anthony Woodhull is right down in there as well. And we see that 7 car. It says 26 in your program, but it's 7 on the door. We see Tyler Goodwin every Sunday night with the Hales Corners guys, so we know that 7 car is usually pretty quick. We'll see how he does. If he doesn't pick up a couple spots here, he's going to be working out of the B main. He gets a bump from Wade Fields down there in 3 and 4. The guys having fun. That's what this is all about. Remembering people. Making sure that everybody knows what it's about. Fun. Memorializing those. If your father's not with you, well, this race is for you. Little remembrance, little prayer. Make sure you're having fun. That's the biggest thing these drivers were told. There's old Tiny Dancer. We missed him tonight. We're getting down to it. 4 laps to go. Garrett Marshall getting away from Braden Eiler just a little bit now as he started to work the car up the hill. But we have lap sponsors. We have halfway sponsors. We got a bunch of stuff. We put this together pretty quick, and I think some of you didn't get to hear that part of it when we were talking about it. But I came up with the idea to do something tonight during the turkey coma, and Tim wanted to turn this into the memorial race, and in 24 hours we filled up 60 cars. We got a bunch of people to help out with sponsoring. Tim's got some stuff going. I'm going to be giving away some free things for some fans, so make sure you stick around, especially the ladies. I got one specifically for you. We got white flag in the air for heat number 1. Garrett Marshall, Braden Eiler. Now battle for third and fourth. These guys in the show if they don't wreck each other. Rylan Gray and the old Whiskers himself, Ernie Williams down there, one of the big helpers to Tim. We'll wrap it up with those 4 cars transferring directly to the A main. Woodhull, Goodwin, Fields, Layton, Warren, and I'm not sure who's in this TimsSims car, but he will be. Make sure he's an admin. He will be in the C main. So I'm gonna real quick run through your starting lineup here.
And Ernie's gonna have to do it.
It'll be the Milkman Designs 1525 Motorsports number 49 out of Dakota, Illinois of Jacob Crawford on the pole for Heat 1. On his outside, the TimsSims Black Number Motorsports number 22 from Pittsboro, Indiana of Mason Hannigan. Giuseppe Musso will start P3 in the 43 car. On the outside of him, the Rowdy One Billy Rowley and the Wicked Energy Gum elbows up Sim Sport number 79 out of New Paris, Ohio. Your third row inside. The Hill Manufacturing Grand Garage BGI Sim Sports number 13 from Owasso, Oklahoma of Cody Kelly. And Justin Moyers will start the 112 on the outside of him. Your fourth row, I think Tim's 8. I think that might be Tim right there. He talked about, bad practice. I didn't let him have enough. He may be bad. We'll see. But Chris Dubow will start on the outside of the fourth row. And your final row, Gino Lucchini and Clay Williams inside and out. That's the 52 and the 28s. We get ready to go green once again.
User was moved
Hey,
to your
Whiskers,
channel.
you got a copy.
Gotcha.
Well, buddy, you've been around Mr. Nickles for a long time. And you may or may not want to say how long, but you've been around him for a long time.
Yeah.
Tell us just a little bit, Ernie Williams' words. Tim and his father, I know they were close, and how much it really has meant for him to put this together tonight to memorialize his father.
Absolutely. He's definitely, he's always thinking about his dad, man. Him and his dad had a great relationship. Every time I was up there, man, I seen Paul. I had a great relationship with him, man. They both good people. They both, all the whole family is, and I'm lucky to know both of them and known Paul pretty much my whole life, and I learned a lot of things from him. Most importantly, work ethic and things of that nature. He was an old school guy, and he taught you the old school way, and I respected the man a bunch for it, and loved him to death. And his boy got a lot of his characteristics, and he loves doing this sim racing, and he thought about this, and he talked to me about it for a while, and I told him to go with it, man. I said, I'm sure it'll be a popular event, and as you could see, it filled up in 2 or 3 minutes, and so far so good.
I was, a little bit godsmacked about how quickly that it filled up. And, you guys go out on the road and you do this stuff, and I've had the privilege of coming and working with you guys and hanging out at multiple events. The reaction from the people when he comes, the typical reaction, what is that like, and how does he respond to that?
Well, a lot of people, I'm usually the one that introduces them to me, and a lot of people are intimidated a little bit because they think he's some, guy that would be like stick his nose up in the air, or he's better than you, and he's the total opposite. And once they have 5 words with him, man, it's like you're his best friend. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's a very good guy, but I've took people up to him, and you could almost see like they're semi-nervous because they don't really know what's going on. And I feel like sometimes that they, that they think like, oh God, this is TimsSims, because he's been on, a lot of people know him. He's been doing this stuff for like 20 years. His name's been out there for a long time, and I feel like some of them, at least from my point of view, some of them get like, oh, he's not going, like they're nervous or something. But like I said, man, once you talk to the man for a couple minutes, man, he's a good dude. He's, like I said, you'll know he's your buddy, and he's got stories for days, man. He's been going to races since he's been a kid, and you can sit around, man, and just listen to him talk for hours, man. Like I said, I'm glad he's my friend, and can't wait to go up and see him in the next few days.
Well, he too just entered. Crawford, Musso, Hannigan, and Kelly were your transfer cars. Everybody else will be going to the B and the C main. But, I met him through you guys. And I can't even remember where the first place that we all got together was. I want to say it was probably Chili Bowl. The very first time that we all kind of, and, you know, in 3 minutes, it was like he and I had known each other just, you know, for a long time. And it was the first time we'd physically met. Now, he'd been on and we had raced a little bit. But, oops, I'm going to start that over, guys. Sorry I clicked that twice.
Yeah, you brung down your all your stuff to go live with us and stuff. I mean, so yeah, you got it was one day, and the next thing you know, you was broadcasting the race for us like the very next day. You know what I mean? It was awesome. You know how it was when you met him. He's a good dude, yeah. But it kind of surprised me that everybody just clicked like that. You know what I mean? It was just like great. You know what I mean? And now we're going to meet in St. Louis. Now we're going to meet in Knoxville. You know, there's 3 or 4 times a year we all get together, have a good time. You know what I mean? Because we built friendships just through this. You know, just coming out here and racing and seeing him at the track and stuff. And
I gotta feel like that's how his dad was. I never got to meet him, and that's unfortunate for me. But I gotta feel like that's probably how his dad was. I mean, 5-10 minutes around the guy, and he probably, you know, was your best friend. And
Kelly,
I think
go
Tim is
into
the
your
same way.
options and make sure your microphone's chose to the right thing.
Yeah.
Under your options of iRacing.
Paul's, he was like that too. You know what I mean? He might have had his select friends, but he was an old school guy. Now, I mean, you had to earn that fella's trust. Now, he wasn't just going to, you know, just taking to you too easy. You know what I mean? He would make sure that you was a good guy, because I've heard him talk about being like, man, I don't want him around the property no more or whatever. You know what I mean? And he would just have a good feel for people. But once he took you in as a friend, you definitely you'd like his boy. You'd have a friend for life.
That's pretty awesome.
Like I said, I've known the man since I've been a little kid.
I saw a little
their whole
clip when I
family
first
and my
started
family,
talking.
I mean, just pretty much
I know
work
it works
construction and
'cause
stuff like that. And I mean,
had it working
I've just been
earlier when I
around
was
them my whole
talking to
life
somebody.
since I've been knee high.
I don't know what to do with this.
Well, man, thanks for coming up here and chatting with
I
us,
think
dude.
you
I'm
don't
really
have the
excited
right
to see you guys
microphone
next
because
week
under
down
the
there,
options
and
tab for
you know, we'll post some
iRacing, like
pictures
the
of us all
actual game.
together here on the network page. But I'm gonna let you get back to your admin.
Absolutely.
We'll cover a little bit of racing. Maybe we'll drag you back up here after a while, buddy.
All right, thank you, sir.
User
Artie
was moved
Williams.
out of your channel.
Watching heat number 3 right here, and it's been a little bit of a paint trader. Real quick, while we're running this heat, guys, I want to give away a Knoxville prize package courtesy of Tim at TimsSims. So in the chat, I don't care where you're at. If you're on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, let me know. I want a shirt, and I will write your name down. I will give you some instructions on how you can help me get you your prize package. But a Knoxville prize package right now. The first person typing in, I want a shirt, in the chat. Hey, there we go, Brian Funk. All right, Brian, you got to go on Facebook. You got to go to the Dirt Racing Network page, and you need to send me a private message and let me know that you won the Knoxville prize package. And at the end of the night tonight, I'll send you some instructions on how we're going to get you that collected. Congratulations to you, buddy. Don't worry, guys. We got a few more things to give away. Got a few more. Right now, we are just past the halfway point in heat race number 3, and it is Austin McGlone, Roman Gephardt, Connor Bolding, and Steven Fernberg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fernberg just a touch back off of these guys here in fourth. He's got a couple 3 hungry cars right behind him. Joe Cease, Tiny Gibbs, Alex Straczynski. Straczynski's in here tonight. I didn't see him join. Gail Brooks, Mason Leon, Daniel Walker, and car out of shape. That was your 5th place car, so that's going to open things up, change things a lot. I don't think it's going to make a difference in our top 4, except for it's going to give Fernberg a whole lot of breathing room unless Joe Cease and that 82 machine can somehow. Oh, Cease picked it up to 4th, excuse me. He got around Fernberg. Fernberg was the car that got out of shape. I misspoke there. So right now, Joe Cease sitting in that final transfer spot on the final lap. McGlone, Gephardt, Bolding, and Cease are going to be our transfer cars. We're going to see a Leon, Gibbs, Fernberg, Straczynski, Brooks, and Walker in the C and B mains tonight. So we're about halfway through heat racing action. Got 3 more to go. You guys can hear some of the chatter coming from race control. We're all trying to work together with each other. One of our admins suddenly having problems with his communication devices. But for the most part, everybody's been pretty good. I'm going to end up down the pits here before too long. I just kind of want to get through some heat races and talk to some guys, kind of listen to the drivers. Mostly guys that are in this TeamSpeak chat are guys that race at DRN all the time, and so they know each other, and they will be cutting up and having a great time. Probably messing with Tim a little bit. We'll go through your starting lineup here in heat race number 4. There's old Cody Olsen, one of the admins running the show tonight outside of row 3. Ryan Arbogast is here. Nick McGeety. Jacob Halliday. Hey, Jerry, ask the guy probably to your left over there for a T-shirt. He was telling stories about you a few minutes ago. I'm not going to say what, but, you know, at least they didn't get on air. How about that? I'm sorry you're not here helping me out, brother.
User was moved to
Let's
your
talk
channel.
to the little hurricane for a minute over here. Mason, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I know you've been around and you've met Tim at some of the events around. You know, give us your impression of Tim Nickles and you know, kind of what having a memorial race for, you know, somebody in his family kind of means from your perspective.
Yeah, for sure. Tim's a great guy, and he's invested a lot into the sport, and he loves his sport, and that's why he does it. And it's great to come out here and race in his dad's honor. I never got to meet him, but I'm going to say he's probably as good or even better than Tim, and it's hard to beat Tim. So, you know, I don't know where we start. Probably 14th or so. So, kind of, I mean, we beat the doors off each other, but it was a good race. So, hopefully we can go forward. I don't know if we can rip the lip down like we can in the sprint car, but I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, well, we ran a 50-lapper here last night, and the track was pretty blown out, and the bottom was just as good as the top, but I could not go right out to the wall. It got a little sketchy. But tell me what you think about 200 laps in one of these mud turtles.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't really know. I mean,
we're sprint car guys. Come on.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be a classified demo derby, but I mean, this, you know, I guess we'll find out. That's the problem.
Well, we're not looking for a demo derby.
We're not.
Like I said.
I agree.
We know there's going to be a little contact. You know, I mean, we've seen a little bit in that last heat. We got a little rough and tumble, but even that's just racing. It's about the intentional taking guys out, and blocking guys, and all that. We don't want to see that. We want to see 200 laps of awesome racing. Got a lot of lap sponsors. We've got 7 laps that are going to get sponsored, $10 a lap. Got a halfway set up for second through fifth. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on here tonight for all you drivers. But I just wondered, you know, you've met Tim, you've hung out with Tim, you've come and used the simulators. I've seen you at the shootout a couple times. Going to see you again this year. I was just kind of wondering, you know, give a little bit of an impression of what you think about Tim, because I know his dad had to be exactly the same as him, or maybe even, you know, a little bit freer, because he'll treat you like you're your best friend, his best friend, in 10 minutes.
Oh, guaranteed. I mean, you could go to Tim at any time, and he'd love to talk to you. So, it's great to race this race for him, and it's great that he puts it on, because he really cares about all of us iRacers and real life racers as well. And it's good that everyone can show up, and especially with it filling up within the first 2 minutes is pretty special for him. And I know he's loving it right now. So, sorry about your loss, Tim. Really unfortunate. Stuff sucks, and don't hope that on anybody. And hopefully we have a lot of fun here and do it in Tim's honor and his dad's honor for sure.
Yeah. Well, you race on the team that Tim sponsors, and you know, you're in the World Championship Series, and it's got to be kind of fun. You know, I'm sure he talks to you guys after every race. So, what kind of grief does he give you if you don't make the feature?
Not really any grief. I mean, he's just trying to keep you up, or you don't get your head hung too low. And it's an easy sport to do, and especially when you stuff it in the fence trying to go for a transfer spot like we did. You know, you'll have that. So we'll be back at Bristol. Can't qualify, so we'll be in the back of the heat, and I don't know. We'll find out how we go, but it's Bristol, and Roger knows how I like Bristol. Not.
It's your favorite place?
Oh, I love it. Love it. It's equally as good as Lernerville.
Well, we're going to see you Saturday night for the practice deal. Boozek, Crow, Glessner, and Welsh are going to transfer out of this heat race into the feature. But, man, I hope everything is great, and I hope you had a great Turkey Day. I'm going to see you in a few weeks down here in Tulsa, and I still got a trash can with your name on it, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know about all that, but we'll find out.
Well, go have some fun, man. Maybe we'll see you on the podium at the end of this thing, brother.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Thanks, Mason.
User was
I
moved
got
out
to
of
talk
your
to Mason
channel.
Hannigan. Always a blast to talk to some of the guys, and he represents Tim out there with the Black Diamond guys, and so fun to he gets to converse with those guys, and it's fun to hear what those guys have to say after a night of racing when he's been around. Beavers and Howard, and then Blankenship and Buddy Ware. Patrick Coluccio, Richie Preston, Peyton Stewart, A.J. Bowman, Alex Cohen, and Derek Dysinger. We saw Derek in the race last night. He did very well. But we are getting down to it. This is heat number 5, so 2 to go in heat racing action. Let's go see what's going on down the pits.
Channel switched.
Well, apparently there ain't a whole lot going on down in the pits. It's like a morgue in here. I expected there to be some chatter. What's up, guys?
I have tried to get my microphone to work, and I don't know why it's not working. It worked literally just a couple races ago.
What, in the game, or because you're working fine here?
No, that's why it doesn't make any sense. And everything's still the same on options.
You make sure that in the options there was that mic muted deal isn't checked. It's kind of sneaky. It'll do that.
Yeah, I've already
reset your button.
Yep, did that too.
That might be something we have to investigate as time goes on here. I don't know what else. As long as your mic matches, you selected the right one, and you didn't select the muted one, you should be good to go, brother.
Yeah, and it's not working. So, I don't know. I've already told Olsen and they're going to have to do it because I can't speak up in the game for whatever reason.
It's all good. I think you guys got it covered. Who's going to win tonight, boys? None of these guys have one lick of confidence in here.
I hope not Tyler Shell because, he's in the 6th heat and it's Enver to 6.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh, yeah. Well, he might get lucky. They should have been.
There's a yellow.
Cody.
Yeah, I didn't do it, Cody. I didn't do yellow.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well.
Hey, we're going with the track reset to 0 at warm-up.
Channel switched.
I don't care what you reset it to. That's fine. All right. Well, you heard race control. You heard a couple guys down the pits chatting. We did see that spin out right there from Devin Hauer. Well, Mr. Schilling. I see you down there in chat, sir.
On your single file?
Nah, you're early. If they get inside 5 laps, do single. Gonna be a heck of a night tonight. We've seen some pretty good racing so far. I hope everybody's as focused on the racing as they are on all the chatter that we're doing. I appreciate the big crowd tonight, guys. Thank you so much for being here and supporting this entire thing. Tim, myself, everybody really appreciates that. We've already given away a prize pack. We'll give one away here in just a couple of minutes. Probably give one away during the 6th, and then we'll give one away during the consies, and we'll give away that 12-month subscription to a non-member. Free 12 months of the basic subscription content from iRacing for a non-member. We're going to give that away here in just a little while. It's going to be a ton of work to do at the end of this thing. I got to go back, count laps, see who's leading when, et cetera, et cetera. But it is going to be fun. Say hi in the chat for sure. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're a first-timer here at DRN, welcome. Under normal circumstances, we have 6 nights a week, 7 different shows. Right now, you guys are catching us in a really weird time. Everything is kind of on hiatus in between seasons. So for a couple of weeks here, we're just going to have Sundays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then DSRL will get back to going. And Mondays and Wednesdays will fill back in a couple of weeks. But make sure that you subscribe over on Twitch and YouTube. Like, share, and follow on Facebook. Come to our page. If you're following us from somewhere else, that's awesome too. Right now, Chris Beavers is walking away with this thing, man. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, man, I feel bad that Carson didn't make it in here. But this thing filled up so quick. go back here. Richie Preston in 6th. That's that 25 machine. The car. That car hasn't got any body panels on it. The cage is fully exposed. It kind of looks like maybe Braden Eiler was driving that car, not Richie Preston. But, you know, I don't want to say anything bad about the High Side Hustler. I just have seen him run these mud turtles before. So, and out Beavers up here. Got a little bit of a challenge now from A.J. Bowman coming to the checks. It looks like Bowman's going to pick up the win. Then Beavers, Stewart, and Hauer are going to make it into the A main directly from the heats. Coluccio, Preston, Cowan, Ware, Blankenship, and Dysinger will have to go C main, B main. And since we are going to have just a moment here, let's run through the TimsSims starting lineup for heat number 6. On the pole, Tim Taylor. He was in the practice race a little while ago and really scorched the field in that thing. So look for that car to be very fast. And on his outsides, the Fairway Mortgage's BS Air Catch Fence Apparel. Elbows Up Simsport number 6. You can't tell because he ain't got any body panels on that car either. He's out of Millersburg, Pennsylvania, Tyler Shell. Your second row, Cody Terry in the 11 on the inside and 34, Christopher Hill outside. Jordan McAvoy will start the 422 inside row 3 with Chad Cole in the 20 on the outside. Your fourth row, Braden Nickles in the 37 outside. Don Runkle Jr. in the 8 spot. And the final row, Don Schmalfeld on the inside and Martin Trober on the outside. There we go. Man, Carson, I'm sorry you missed the race, buddy. This thing filled up so fast you had to be ready to pull the trigger immediately when it showed up. So I have no idea what you're going on there about, Mr. Stewart. I don't know who that is. We'll let the green flag fall here. We'll get ready to give away something else. We're going to give a couple of these away during the feature. All righty. Getting them underway there, and you saw it was kind of a mad dash. You get through 1 and 2 side by side here. Track really starting to widen out a little bit. Taylor and Shell are going at it door to roll cage. His Shell's car has nothing on either the left or the right door. I guess he's doing it for Dale. I'm not really sure. I know he's out there letting it rip. Cody Terry is in the 3rd spot and is side by side for our final transfer spot. Got Christopher Hill and Jordan McAvoy right there side by side. That's the 5 car on the top side, the 422 down on the inside. I saw Jerry was talking on chat, buddy. He was talking on his own chat. Oh, if he's trying to talk to me in the booth, I don't have him, but I can get him in here real quick.
User was moved to your
Is he
channel.
there? Is he still there?
I'm here. You got me?
Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Been a minute since we talked.
Yes, it has. It's been a minute, man. So proud to be here watching the first annual Paul Nickles Turkey Trot 200 here at Lanier International Raceway. What an event so far, Roger.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm godsmacked at how quickly this server filled up and the amount of support that Tim has out there in the sim world. This was something we threw together within about 24 hours here, and full field. We got a bunch of lap sponsors, a bunch of other stuff going on. I mean, if we'd have had more time, I can't imagine how great this would have been.
Oh, man, I heard about it yesterday. I would have been here early, ready to go, possibly help you commentate, but I already had plans with friends to do a little Thanksgiving deal and had a few adult beverages already, so I don't want to talk too much, but, man, I definitely wanted to be a part of this and come down and see this go on.
Just after
Tim has meant so much to me over the years. I've been lucky enough to travel with him since he started with the simulators. and we've
Kelly,
been
I
all
got,
over the country. But
Patrick,
since the
too.
iRacing stuff's
He's one of
taken off,
mine.
it's been so amazing to see the growth of TimsSims and everything you guys have done with him on the Dirt Racing Network, and just everything that happens here with iRacing.
Well, it's been a lot of fun growing with him, and his amount of support really kind of unparalleled. Nobody else has put their heart into it quite as much as he has. And I try to do as much as I can. I don't have the resources and the time that guy has, and he just loves this stuff. And it's always awesome to get to go see Tim and hang out with Tim, work with Tim on everything. And I'm looking forward to the future to see where he can take what he has and see how much he can grow it. But we're kind of being a little bit lax. I don't know if you've been watching it on the TV or whatever. We kind of been lax with the commentary, so it hasn't been that big a deal, man. And if you want to hang around, at least until Tim has to get in the car, man, you're more than welcome to.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be too much longer. Getting ready for C-Main action here at Lanier International Speedway. What like I said, so far a great event, and honoring such a wonderful man. Like Ernie said earlier, Paul Nickles was just amazing.
Yeah, I didn't get the pleasure to meet him, and like I said earlier to Ernie, that kind of sucks for me because I think he was probably as great, or even maybe just a little bit different of a man than Tim. But Tim has to almost be following in his footsteps. Nobody can 5 minutes, and the guy's your best friend, and I don't know very many people like that. And you don't come by that by accident. You come by that from what you're around your whole life, what you're taught, how you learn things. Watching your parents, watching relatives, watching your family. And I just got to think, as much time as him and his dad spent together, he's just like his father.
And I think that's kind of what draws me and Tim together. I was the same way with my dad. My dad was my best friend. And to see the way that Tim and his dad interacted reminded me a lot of me and my dad. We butted heads, but at the same time, there was nothing we wouldn't have done for each other, wanted to be together, and do things. And I learned a lot from my dad. And I'll tell you what, I learned a lot from Tim's dad. That Paul Nickles was absolutely the hardest working man I've ever known in my life, and Tim inherited a lot of those traits, and he's just as wonderful a man as his dad, and I'm so thankful that I got a chance to see those two together.
Yeah, I wish I had the pleasure to meet him and learn what he was about and all of that. But right now, real quickly, the C main underway. I think 4 cars transfer the C into the back of the B. And so we've got 20 guys that are going to just be racing like madmen for 10 laps or 4 spots. And this track's starting to get a little bit on the slick side. And this is the best time for these cars. They kind of like the slick. You can run both the high and the low line. So we should see some pretty good action. We'll keep the camera a little ways back while we just kind of sit here and chat. When can we expect to see you back in the booth, helping out with some things with the TimsSims stuff, with DRN, whenever?
Well, I tell you, I will be at the Rumble in Fort Wayne as they put on the Racing the Rumble deal that Tim's doing with UDTV and the folks at the Rumble. I'll be helping out Larry Bowes, the promoter of the Rumble in Fort Wayne, doing some infield reporting as they broadcast that on Speed Sport TV. Once that's over, then I finally get a little relaxed time so I can have some open nights to hopefully come in and join you guys on DRN, call some races, and have a little bit of fun.
Well, it'd be great. We always look forward to having you in the booth. Kind of waiting to see if Tim is going to do another one of his Winter Series deals like we did last year. So, that'll be fun because I had a blast doing that Big Block Series with you guys back. I was at January, February last year. It was pretty fun. So, I had a caution here. I didn't get to see who actually was in it. I think maybe it was Daniel Walker, but right now it is Cohen Cole. Who's ever in the TimsSims 7 car, I don't know who that is, and Gino Lucchini in our top 4 right now. Who's in that car? Do you know, Jerry?
I believe that's Kenny Douglas. I won't swear to it, but
all right. Well,
Kenny's down there in the 7 cars.
Well, we'll try to remember that is Kenny, see if he transfers through. But man, it's always fun having you in here, and I know you know some stories, so. You want to give us a quick story about it? Just one driver that you saw that raced for the Nickles that everybody probably would know.
Well, I tell you, the Nickles brothers car had, like I said in the chat, the best of the best of the best has driven that car. It's a who's who of sprint car racing, but I got the chance to watch a lot of them, and Jack Hodenshield when I was very, very, very young.
right, man.
Jack
Caution
Hewitt,
is out.
obviously.
Caution
Jack
is
Hewitt's
out.
my childhood hero, and I've seen him in that car a few times. And the one time at Fremont, he had to come from the C main, then the B main, and finish second in the A main during a Speed Week show, finishing second to Doug Wolfgang in 1985, when Doug Wolfgang won 67 races.
Pretty sure that was on.
That's one of my favorite Nickles brother stories right there.
I just got back.
That alone, I mean, those two drivers. You can say their name in any dirt racing community, and if somebody doesn't know who they are, I'm shocked. So they have had great drivers drive that car.
Right, and absolutely, like Tim said, the Nickles brothers had so many great drivers win races in the car, from Shane Carson and Joey Saldana, Jack Hewitt, Jack Hodenshield back in the day, Dick Gaines, Rodney Ritter, Rick Unger. I mean, it literally, the list of drivers that drove for the Nickles brothers is a who's who, really, of sprint car racing, and it's so cool.
Yeah, gotta be awesome just to be around that kind of stuff. And like I told everybody earlier, I know Tim's dad was a pretty big, part of all of that stuff, and I'm positive that that's where Tim gets everything that he loves so much about, racing in general. But the sim racing has kind of started to really be the thing right now, especially since we had the COVID shutdown and all the nonsense. But for him to just take off and run with it like he has. Hard work, perseverance, dedication, all those words come to mind. He didn't come by those just by accident, I'm sure.
Absolutely not. A lot of that hard work and then dedication to what he does, that comes from Paul Nickles. That's where Tim gets it from, and he should be damn proud of everything that his dad taught him. And we're going to see a little bit of that determination here in just a minute. Tim will be jumping back in behind the wheel of his number 31 stock car, and I'm going to jump out of here so you can have a seat back. Roger, have fun the rest of the night, and thank you once again for broadcasting the Paul Nickles Turkey Trot 200. I'm going to be sitting back here in the back seat in the chat room watching you guys, cheering Tim on.
All right, always a pleasure having you in the booth. Look forward to being back. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you, Roger.
User was moved out.
Jack Keyser. And I love having him in the booth, and he announces some tracks right there around in the Ohio area, and he is a lot of fun to work with. Can't wait to get him back in the booth here. We got a dogfight up here. 6 cars for 4 spots. There's a mistake. 33 machine of Cohen. And Cohen, is he going to stay in the top 4? There was a move. That was Ryan Arbogast trying to get in. He's not going to make it through. It'll be Cole, Cohen, Szerzinski, and Ware making it into our feature tonight. The rest of those guys, man, we appreciate them being here. We just eliminated 16 cars from our 60-car field. We are about to eliminate, I believe, another 16 here. Nope, we're going to eliminate 14. We got 20 cars in. We're taking 6 to the AMA. We'll have our 30-car, 200-lap feature field set up to go. You can see it's Woodhull and Rowley, and then Leon and Halliday. Coluccio and Nickles, Fields and Nickles, and I know that's Tim and Tim's 8. Gibbs and Welsh, Preston and Hill, Goodwin and Jabot, Fernberg and McGeethy, Cole and Szerzinski, and Ware and Cohen. Those guys, the last 2 rows there, all coming from our C main. This has been an amazing event. Been a ton of fun, and I think I forgot to give something away during that 6th heat race, so we're going to do it right here. I got another prize package. This is a TimsSims prize package, so get into the chat. First one, I wear t-shirts. Get that in the chat. I'll call out your name. I'll give you some instructions. We'll need you to make a trip over to the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Oh, you didn't distract nobody. I wear t-shirts from J.C. Harris, 1991. JC needs you to go to the Facebook
Green flag,
page, the Dirt Racing Network. Send us a private message. I'll get back with you with a few instructions so we can get you your prize pack. This will be a TimsSims prize pack. I'll have 2 more we're going to give away during the 200-lap feature. Don't get discouraged. Ladies, you need to hang around because one of these is specific for the ladies. And there is a wad of cars right here at about 5th, 6th, and 7th. I don't even know who all is in that. Beating, banging, bumping, rubbing, falling back. Wade Fields is one of the cars in it. I know Billy Rowley there, the 79 machine. These guys getting at it. They want those 6 spots, and Billy Rowley's going to end up backwards.
Caution is out. Caution
Down
is out.
in 1 and 2. He should be okay. Should be able to keep rolling here. He's going to lose a couple of spots. We'll see where they end up putting him. That right rear looks like it's a little messed up on 79. And he's got to reset. Oh, he tried to cut into the pits, and that didn't work out either. But everybody's under caution. You can extend if you need to make sure everybody gets where they need to, so you don't have what happened to the same.
I couldn't hear you over Ernie.
You can extend the caution if you need to get everybody bunched back up. You can add a lot. It's all good. Sorry, got to talk to race control guys there. Giving them a little bit of heads up. Normally I would be down there helping run the show, but our man Dominic Santino was still at a family function for Thanksgiving. So we forgive him. And I will grab the reins. I'll do this. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit lackadaisical, but we're trying to get everybody lined up. Right now, Woodhull, Mason Leon, Coluccio,
Right,
Holiday,
Like
Gibbs,
back
and
on the
Welsh
stage
are
car.
our
We're not
top
going green this
6.
time. We are not going green.
But you got to look back there. Richie Preston and Wade Fields in 7th and 8th. And those 2 cars were kind of in the middle of all that mayhem that was going on. So giving everybody a chance. Thank you, JC. I will get back with you at the end of the night. We're going to request, a few personal particulars from you so that we can make this all happen for you. A little bromance going on the network right here. I see you, Jimmy. Hope Jerry sees you too. I'm kidding. Don't take that personal. We're here to have some fun tonight. All right, getting ready to go back to green. B main right now. Got 9 laps remaining. 6 cars are going to transfer. That'll put 30 into a 200 lap feature here tonight for the Turkey Trot 200. Paul Nickles Memorial Race. We're getting restarted here. Let's take a peek back a little bit off of our front 3 or 4. You can see they're 3 wide back here. That's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 6th place car. That's Jacob Holliday, that blue machine with the yellow numbers on the side. That 58, 59 car on the outside now taking the spot away. So Welsh and Holliday going at it door to door for the final transfer spot. They're spread out 3 wide in front of that. Rubbing and bumping there. Fields and Preston right behind this, and those 2 got to get going if they want to get into this feature tonight. Halfway home in the B main. Well, they probably should have made this a 25 lap race just to see what these guys would do with 25 laps trying to get to the 200 lap feature. Car gets turned around. That might be a caution.
All right, man. Caution is out.
It will be.
Caution is out.
Isaac, I was hard racing. I don't think anybody did anything silly right there. Just hard racing. The guy got his nose on the inside. The guy on the top side couldn't see him. He was at the left rear. A little contact when he cut down. A little spinny spin.
Yeah, that looked like on Richie Preston.
Well, while these guys are running around, before they get into the warm-up session, let's talk to Jacob Crawford if we can real quick. Jacob, you here, buddy? Jacob?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. I'm used to seeing you on Sundays. This is a little bit of an adventure here to see you in this big race on a Thursday night. You enjoying yourself so far, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'm having a blast here, actually.
You ready for 200 laps in these big old slugs?
I hope I am.
Well, we're seeing you on Sunday nights, and you seem to run pretty good. What do you think your chances of picking up the big check tonight are?
We got some tight. It's some tight racing tonight, so it's anybody's game.
All right. Well, I hope you do well in the feature. We get a chat with you at the end of the night. These guys are going to wrap up the B main. We're going to probably reset the track, give you guys a few minutes to run it back in. But good luck to you. Thanks for chatting with us.
All right, thank you.
Jacob Crawford. Like I said, that's one of the Hills Corners regulars. He's one of our Sunday night series. We posted this for everybody to see. We wanted the best of the best to come and represent. We're doing that. I seen a car. Wow, I don't know who that was. I want to say that was Alexander Cohen, and my gosh, he took a ride. We're not going to go back to it. This is at the front right here. Oh, boy.
Caution is out. Caution
That
is out.
got exciting, and I don't really know any other way to say that, but wow, that got crazy. That was wild ride for somebody right there. I'm trying to get that replay to go back. 38 car. That was Tiny Gibbs that was in this. Let's go back just a little further.
We're not giving people their spot back, right?
No.
We got on the wrong car there. So we will get back to our front here, or at least close to it. I'm trying to figure out. I think Wade Fields might be our. Nope, Wade Fields is in the infield. I'm not even sure. Maybe Woodhull. Woodhull is the leader right now. Okay, my ticker is not catching up to me real quick. That's not fun. So Woodhull, Coluccio, Leon, Preston, Holiday, Hill. That's your top 6. Then Goodwin and Raleigh right outside that top 6. 3 laps to go when they come back to it. This 200-lap feature is going to get hectic, folks. We're just going to try to watch cars, and we're going to hope we stay on the leader the whole time. Well, you know, it always gets a little rough and tumble when you're at elimination races there, Austin. So it is, well,
All right, man.
not
Caution is out. Caution is out.
appreciated. It is to be expected. We had a big pile up here at the back. I don't know who all. I think Shazinski might be in this 16 car here. I see Tim Nickles is right in front of him, right behind him. Oh, yep, there you go. That's what happened. Got nosed up on the inside when he tried to follow. Try to keep these guys single file to the start-finish line. That doesn't always happen. So we'll re-rack them, 2-lap shootout to get out of the B main. 200 laps coming up. I'm thinking they're going to come out, work the track, and they're going to let the guys go out and re-wheel pack it. And we're going to put 30 of these boys out there. Long a race. Very, very long. Oh, we got 50 viewers across all 3 platforms. We're on multiple channels on Facebook, and then we're on YouTube and Twitch. Waz, I don't really know 3 people on Twitch. We don't have a huge following on Twitch for whatever reason, probably because we don't do porn. But we get a pretty good following everywhere else. And TimsSims is Tim Nickles, and he brings iRacing simulators around to different events all over the country and sets them up and gives people a chance to experience racing in a form or other. It's been dirt racing since he started because they were doing the rat bag software way back when they first started, when iRacing came along. He just upgraded to the iRacing. They actually approached him and got him started with them, and it has been amazing for iRacing, amazing for TimsSims, and amazing for their esports altogether. So Woodhull, Coluccio, Leon, Preston, Holiday, and Goodwin. Tyler Goodwin made it through, got himself into tonight's feature. The guys are going to reset the track. They're going to run through a little bit of a warm-up session here. Let me show you guys something that is very, very cool that we do here. We always show all of our sponsors tonight. This is a special event, but this commercial right here is all you need to know about TimsSims. He takes those rigs around to multiple places. There's a lot of places that he takes those to. And he is a big supporter. I mean, he supports a lot of the leagues here on iRacing. He supported mine
Got the chat, awesome.
for a very, very long time.
What was
All
that?
of the prizes that I'm
Tell me
giving
about
away
that.
tonight, 100% from him. But Tim is one of those rare souls that he puts everything he has into something, and all he expects is for a little bit of a recognition, a little bit of appreciation, and the biggest thing that he expects from people is to come enjoy yourself, meet people, have fun, and that's what it's all about. So Tim is one of the good guys, always. Well, I can tell you that he would sell you one. He can sell it to you race ready, or you can put your own hardware in it. But it would come, chopped up sprint car with the seat, all the body panels. They can put steering system in it for you if you want, or they can put the whole system in there. He is just one of those people. Just about give you the shirt off of his back. He's done a ton for myself, the Dirt Racing Network, and Dirt Slingers Racing League. And I know that he supports other leagues, DOB, VLR. There's just so many out there. He supports all of us. So, yeah. Well, I don't want him to run off. I wanted to get him up here and chat with him.
Just let me know. I'll advance it.
User was moved to your channel.
Tim, you still in your pod
I
there,
just
buddy?
wasn't sure if you're in the middle of any.
Guys, if
commercial
you're
or
right there
whatever.
around Tim, tell him to get back in. I need him back on TeamSpeak for a couple of
Whenever
minutes.
you want to.
Well, we have got 30 drivers. They are going to do 200 laps. There is going to be a competition caution at lap 50. There will be a competition caution at lap 100. The admins will call a caution only if there is a major incident. We are going to try to focus on a few cars. I am going to try to talk to Tim as much as I can. We're going to give away some prizes. We're going to watch the chat and talk to you guys. Yeah, Jeff, I forgot about it. He just supports that's a huge event too. That Fake 500 is probably one of the biggest events on the sim racing community. I mean, that thing is grown beyond, I believe, even the guys who put it on, I believe it's grown beyond their expectation. That thing is amazing. And they do an amazing job with it, and all the supporters, and Tim is right in the middle there with them. He helps them out a ton. He brings personality, he brings people, his friends, to come and get on the broadcast for all of these races. We've had Hewitt, we've had Doty, we've had a bunch of guys on here talking just because Tim called and asked them if they would. So let's real quick. We had a 6-car invert, so it'll be Tyler Shell, and everybody begged me not to let that guy start on the pole, but he will. Then AJ Bowman. Then Austin Buzik and Austin McGlone in row 2. Jacob Crawford and Garrett Marshall in row 3. Braden Eiler, Giuseppe Musso in row 4. Row 5, Roman Gephardt, Dale Glessinger, Chris Beeves, and Tim Taylor in row 6. Row 7, Whiskers, Ernie Williams, Mason Hannigan, the little hurricane right there, teammates side by side. Your 8th row, Connor Bolding, and then Jason Crow outside. Baden Stewart and Cody Terry in row 9. Row 10, Rylan Gray, Cody Kelly, Joe Cease and Cody Olson in row number 11. Your 12th row, Devin Howard, Jordan McAvoy. 13th row, Anthony Woodhall, Patrick Coluccio, Mason Leon, and Richie Preston in the 14th. And the final row, Jacob Halliday and Tyler Goodwin. So let's get up here. Bowman and Shell, 200 laps.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in here. Should be no cautions unless race control throws them. And then our competition cautions at laps 50 and 100 to bring the field back together, get things prepped up, ready to go. Put these guys back to it for the last 100. Guys have a couple of resets. I think they've got 5 total. We've asked them to race and not do a demo derby. And so far, 1 full lap, and there's a very minimal contact. We're back here watching it about 9th place right now. That is Roman Gephardt, the 21 machine. Shell got the lead away from Buzik. Buzik not letting him get far away. Then Bowman is tucked in right behind that 2-car. That guy is always dangerous. That 2-car, that is Jacob Crawford. Watch him string off 5 in a row at the Hales Corners Speedway Series on Sunday nights to win a championship. So that guy always dangerous. One of those mods was the street stock right here, and they raced at Lanier quite a few times. So he picked up a couple of wins here. So we'll keep an eye on him. Let's go back a little ways. Let's see where Ernie Williams and Mason Hannigan are. They are right there, nose to tail. 91 car of Ernie Williams, Mason Hannigan, that double deuce around the top side. The Ricky Bobby tribute machine. Got Connor Bolden on the inside in the 39. Those guys back there about 11, 12, 13. Back up here, watch the front just a little bit. Corner. Yeah, go sign up. If you're a sim racer and you haven't signed up for that fake 500 yet, you need to get over there and do that. Go tell Jeff and Billy that I sent you over there from the Dirt Racing Network. That thing's going to be awesome. The night before, they're doing, was it 360s? Wingless? That's going to be an amazing show. Hey, Tim's back. Real quick, Tim is back. Let me give away the Dirty Dicks prize pack. Once again, want you to type into the chat, I love t-shirts. First person to do so, I'm going to write your name down. And we'll get you all of the information as quickly as we can to get it. Yeah, Kokomo. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome show. I love Billy friggin' Rowell. Billy Rowell. What? Are you kidding me? I'd rather send you mustard. Billy Rowell, you got that. You know how to get a hold of me, Billy. I need you to send me t-shirt size and all the stuff that you normally do. The last prize pack will be for the ladies. So ladies, hang out. We'll get you in here in just a little bit. We're 10 laps into 200. Tyler Shell, Austin McGlure, and Austin Buzik. 1, 2, 3. Buzik's getting a challenge now. Jacob Crawford going to take the third spot away. A little bit of bump and grind, a little fender bending action going on right there. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't heinous. Not going to stop it, but so far this thing has been great. Cars are strung out. Let's go back here and look at 28th position. 28th position is right now going in to turns 3 and 4. He's coming out of turn 4. Your leader just got overtaken, I think. Nope, Tyler Shell's still out in front, but he is just a straightaway behind. So we're going to be into lap traffic. Tim, are you back with me?
I'm here, Raj.
Well, man, everybody that's been on and talked, and everybody has had absolutely nothing but good stuff to say, and I'm the same way. We feel like when we met you, 5 minutes, we felt like we've been friends forever. What do you think of the night so far, brother?
Oh, man. The way the room filled up tonight, Roger, and the people that's, getting with me, hey, I wish I'd have known it, wish I could have got in. I felt bad for my grandson, but other than that, man,
we're going to go that one or
I'm blessed, man. That's what I wanted. I wanted us all to be blessed.
We need a bad caution now. Caution.
For stock car racing, I think we've done pretty good with the wrecking. There's been a few wrecks, we knew it, but not like it could have been.
Yeah, no, we just had a big one here, and I don't know that I really even want to rewind and see what happened here. I know it was close to the front. I know a couple of our leaders were involved in this. I'm looking for the name. Here we go. Cody Olson was in it. Yeah, that was a big one. Goodwin was in it. I see a half a dozen cars in this thing, and Jacob Crawford in there.
Though,
yep.
200 laps, man.
200 laps. The guys can go in. They can get repaired. They can come back out. We're 17 laps in. Tim, it's 17 laps in, and this thing looked pretty smooth. The instant that I said something, melee. Isn't that how it always works?
Right.
So we'll get back to. I don't know. God, is Giuseppe Musso? Is he? No, he's in the infield. I don't know who your leader is. AJ Bowman. AJ Bowman is currently the leader. So they'll get everything sorted out. Make sure these guys are back on the lead lap. Might do extend. We got a bunch of cars still coming out.
Extend it?
Yeah.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace.
So they throw the lights back on the pace truck. We're going to extend the caution. Extend the caution. Get these guys out.
I like that.
We'll have to kill a whole lot of blacks, too. We're going to have to kill them. But been a heck of a night. The heat races were great. And I know you didn't transfer through, but still, I'm sure you were watching everything. These guys are doing a fantastic job. With 60 cars in here, we've had a very minimal amount of cautions.
Yeah, if I'd had a few more laps of practice, I probably could have qualified a little better.
Green flag, green flag.
I might get my butt kicked when we get to St. Louis. I'm a little worried now. Kept the big man out of practice, guys. I'm catching grief here. All right, so they restart Bowman, Beavers, Bolding, and Gephardt now. Your top four, but here comes Mason Hannigan, going to make it 3 wide. He slides through there. Gephardt still hanging on to fourth. Little contact there between Hannigan and Bolding. They're 3 wide behind that. Mason Crawford is back in that mix. Crawford's right above Tim Taylor and Austin Buzik. Got a couple of bent fenders, but man, these guys are handling the track pretty good. Looks like we're 3-4 lanes wide already, Tim.
Yeah, I'm watching, man. Looking real good right now. That's so much fun to be out there doing that and competing like that.
Well, you know, the chat has been just alive tonight, and we've had a huge amount of viewers, and a lot of that is because, you know, everybody knows you, and everybody knows what you do for the sport. And a lot of these, you know, a lot of these people are here to support you. So, man, kudos on getting this together so fast. I'm glad you were able to work with me on it. I am very happy that the very first one, while maybe a tiny bit rough around the edges, we know what we have to do next time. We just got to get it out there soon.
Hey, man, it's called the Hillbilly High Banks for a reason. Throw it together, it'll work.
Oh, a little bit of a pile up here on the backside. I think they're going to let that go. There's only a couple of cars down on the inside of the backstretch. Trying to jump back and take a look. Oh, there's a. Yeah, I might want to caution you. Got a bunch of cars parked here for you.
Cody's back there somewhere. He's building a good for us here till High Banks.
My yellow hotkey ain't working.
Who'd you say was back there working at the High Banks?
Cody Terry.
Cody Terry? He's in here running. He's running 22nd right now. We got him on the screen right there, the 11 car.
Yep, he's running 11th.
He's doing it for Dale tonight. You can see it. Got the old good wrench on the car. He's right there in front of Cody Kelly, I see.
Ernie's up there to 12th, isn't he?
Yeah, Ernie's in 12th. Mason is up in 4th.
Mason can drive about anything in the iRacing.
Yeah, all right, man.
They're going
to get back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
We know it's a long ways to go, folks. Stay tuned. We got a Dirty Girl prize pack still to give away. Got a 12-month subscription to a non-member. So if you are not a member of the iRacing community and you want to be, we're going to give you a chance to get the basic content for free for 1 full year. Right, it's about $150 worth of value right there, folks. So
we are not going green.
Lap 27, we're going to go back and see who our leaders were on lap 27, lap 31, lap 54, lap 82, lap 100, lap 150, and lap 169. All those drivers picking up a $10 bonus for our lap sponsorships for this. And that came together pretty fast. That shows you right there just how much people like Tim and appreciate what he does, because we got 7 lap sponsorships, and that all happened in about the space of a couple of hours right there.
I posted that at 1:30 last night.
Yeah, and then you texted me about an hour and a half before the race, and we were talking about you'd finally gotten some, and then right before the race we got 5 more. And so, you know, it's just, you know, once everybody knows, it's as soon as they hear Tim Nickles and TimsSims, everybody wants to get on board because they know whatever it is,
green flag.
It's important, it's a big deal, you're in the middle of it, and, you know, it's going to be fun.
And they probably think I'm cooking, too.
Well, that could be. I'm kind of getting excited for that up here at the shootout in the Chili Bowl myself.
Yeah, my grandson there in the chat. Carson, how you doing, buddy? I love you.
Hey, there he is.
Roger, let's have some fun with some fans. Who's going to St. Louis?
Yeah, we need to. Hey, there's Nathan Davis in the chat. Yeah, guys, if you're going to be at the Gateway Nationals here next weekend, say hi in the chat. We'll let you know kind of where we're going to be at. You'll be able to find the TimsSims guys on the concourse. Tim will be there, Ernie will be there, I'll be there. Come by, say hi, chat with all of us, get in the Sims. We'll make a party out of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Roger, I will get some people to speak up that's going to be at the St. Louis next week, and Jerry and I's got a number picked here, and start making comments. One of them lucky numbers are going to get a free hoodie. Let me know what size we need to bring, and we'll take care of it.
There you go. So if you're going to be at Gateway, let us know in the chat. They've got a number. Whoever chimes in on that particular number, you know, you're the sixth person to chat. You're going to be there, whatever that number may be. They got a hoodie they'll give you live in person right there at the Dome. So say you're going to be there. Let us know who all's going to be around. Right now, we're watching Braden Eiler. That is another one of the cars that's got most of the body panels missing right now. He's worked his way up to 6th. The high side hustler racing around here in a mud turtle. We don't ever see that. He is a sprint car kid, and he's damn good with the sprint cars. But he is up here trying to make a path to the front. Chris Beavers out in front now. 37 in the books. Beavers has the lead, then Bolding. Bowman just put himself back into third in front of Gephardt. Gephardt had a challenge on the inside from Taylor. Braden Eiler back in this. Mason Hannigan, Jacob Crawford, all right there. That's through 8. And you can see from about third on back, this is just a free-for-all, but they are 4 wide. This just looks like a lot of fun to me.
Throwing, I guarantee you that.
Yeah, this just looks like fun to me. There's got to be white knuckling, you know.
You just don't know. If you don't have iRacing, you don't know how much fun this is.
Tell you what, let's jump down here. We're going to get on board. Let's get on board with Mason Crawford to watch from his cockpit view just how intense this is. Jacob Crawford, he's right here in the middle of this. He's right behind Mason Hannigan. Got Braden Eiler on the high side right there. This is how intense this is for these guys. And they're just making it look easy. I mean, he's really pretty smooth on the wheel.
Oh, that pedal, you just don't know how much you got to work that pedal and let off.
You know, and I'm used to seeing Crawford. He is one of the dominant drivers over at the Hills Corners Speedway Sim Series. And you know, he went on a rip of 5 in a row. They were racing at Lanier and a couple other places, Cedar Creek back last season. He went on a rip of 5 in a row, picking them up, putting them down, just win after win. So I know he's got the chops to get in here and do this. Braden Eiler slid by him on the high side right there. But you can see, car just stopped right there. I don't know what that was about, but it looks like most of them missed it. Let's get back out here a little ways where we can see what's going on. Get the off-board camera. This is pretty good. We're 25% of the way through this thing.
Look there on the right there, that guy with the door panel right there. Look how real that looks in the car, not having the door panel.
Yeah, we're loving that. I've been loving on that all night long. I think that is just amazing that these guys, you know, and those elbows up guys always try to do some fun stuff. Billy Rowley's car looked like they hand-painted the numbers and stuff on it real fast, like a 4-year-old did it. They just always have fun when they come in here, and that's what this whole thing's about. Come in, enjoy yourself. Yeah. Don't take it too serious, you know. But, you know, we're looking at Braden Eiler's car right now, and no left door. I promise you on the other side there's no right-hand door. It looks like they just grabbed that thing out of the junkyard, threw a couple of tubes in it, and said, let's go racing.
You know, that's some of the things that they used to do. Just go racing, and they can do this on this game and play things like that, man. But it's so real to get out there and compete. And, you know, tempers fly because you don't want to get beat.
And now I got down close enough. The driver is actually sitting on a toilet seat. That is absolutely hysterical. If you watch the screen now, you can see he's sitting on the toilet in the car, sitting on the toilet. That's
yeah, it is.
That's hysterical. Like I said, that's what this whole thing really is about. These guys having a blast, racing. You know, we're getting into lap traffic here up front, but Bolding now has run down. Beaver's the leader, and he's going to make a bid to pick this thing up.
Also, you on lead lap.
Negative.
You get a chance, get there, get down on Ernie's car and check that out on the side camera for me. Gotta love that, man.
I just say call it out.
You guys can throw it in about 10 seconds. They're coming out of 4 now. Sorry, I was communicating with race control there.
Do it. I'm here.
All right, man.
So we're going to have our first competition caution. Get these guys squared back up. We were getting into some lap traffic, and I know some guys don't want to see that happen. But we had already preset that we were going to have a competition caution to gather the field back up. Let guys get cars repaired. Get everybody back in. We're trying to put people back on. We only got 16 cars still on the lead lap. A couple wave rounds. You've got 3, Preston, Woodhull, and Williams. You got to get them back on the lead lap and then get everybody points back up. We'll have another one at 100. So, competition caution here. That's going to put 3 more cars back on. And you had asked us to jump down there and take a look at Ernie's car. They spent some time putting that one together because that's a really nice paint job. He don't hardly have a scratch on that car either. But he was 18th 1 lap down when the caution came out, and they're going to start waving guys around 15th or 16th, 17th, and 18th to put them back on the lead lap. And then they'll move some more the next time. Cody Kelly's a couple of laps down.
Man.
Cody Terry's a couple of laps down.
We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
But our top 10 was Beavers, Bolden, Gephardt, Taylor, Bowman, Hannigan, Eiler, Crawford, McGlone, and Stewart. What were you going to say, Tim?
Ernie does some nice paint jobs for me. He supports about everything I do. The Paul Nickles there in the back fender.
Yeah, I saw that. Some of the guys kind of been expecting something to happen, and the fact that we put it on the street stocks, and I know that's not our normal thing. We do big blocks, we do sprint cars,
We're
but
not going green this time. We are not
for the first annual, I think street stocks, this was a wise choice. It gave us a lot of data, a lot of information, and we can grow from here for next year, buddy. This has been an amazing event, and I'm very, very happy that you stepped up and said you wanted to do this as your memorial race.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start working on this. I already started today working on this for next year. Got a lot of plans to make it bigger and better. And I normally, when I had the rat bag, we had the Frosty 100 and the Easter 50. We had them for over 10 years apiece in a row, and throw big parties and races on with it.
Right. Well, we have the opportunities to do that still with this, and the best part is now that you have it where it's not just a demo, you can have guys come from just about anywhere. You can have a big party with a bunch of people, and you can invite people from outside your party to participate with the people in your party, and that just makes it that much more fun for everybody.
Well, that's the plan, and that's why I kind of jump around with the modifieds and stocks when I do some of the stuff here, because I have real drivers here. We got Jerry, of course, a real announcer for different tracks around here, sitting back here. And then we get Chris Douglas's boys here. He races some trucks and go-karts and things. But, like last year, we had Barney Craig and Bowersock and, Palladino, and a bunch of the real racers was here competing in our Winter Nationals.
Yeah, I was talking to Jerry about that when he was here in the booth with me, and I said, I really can't wait for that to go again. I don't know what your plans are with that, but that was an absolute blast, and we saw some fantastic racing in that little 18 series. And with this kind of support from that doing it again this year should be pretty amazing.
Yeah, I want to bring the guys back over. We have, of course, Fort Wayne coming up, which I hope a lot of you guys join us over at Fort Wayne, and that's always a good time. We got that big race over there with Fatheads and Larry Bowles and paying out some money. Our General Tires, of course. General Tires has been a great sponsor with me, and some Super Clean, and we're going to have some fun over there. Then we got to shoot out the Chili Bowl. But right after that, I want to put a little 4, 5, 6, 8 week deal together again like we did last year and have a little fun with it.
That'll be great. I think we can make something like that happen. And you're doing the deal over in Fort Wayne, and for that you got Ultimate Dirt TV. And man, I'm a big fan of Brett Wheeler's. Without Brett, there'd be a lot of things that I wouldn't be able to do, doing what I'm doing here at DRN. And you spread the wealth so well. You give everybody a little piece of something. But for me personally, teaming up with you and with Matt at Wicked Cushion, you guys have been amazing for esports, sim racing. No, I hope. Yeah, I'm hoping that hillbilly from New York is watching.
I wonder if he is. No, he's had enough turkey day. He's in bed.
He's having the coma. I can understand that. But man, like I was saying, a lot of this stuff doesn't happen if we don't have great support from people like you. So we need more guys like you, but I hope that you get to do this for as long as you want to do it, brother.
I want to do my best, but Matt's pushed me along a lot, helped me out. Matt's helped us all out. We got to give him a hell of a shout out because, me and him's become friends through the iRacing, just like you and I have. And man, he's been a great friend. He's helped me out a little bit and gave me some ideals. And he'll tell me if you don't like one of my hillbilly ideals, just say, Tim, that's stupid. That's what I love about Matt. We got a great relationship.
Yeah, I had to. I was listening to you, but I had to jump and tell the guys to make sure some of these drivers, because some of these lap payouts, we got to get some information from these guys. So, but with all you guys, like I said, I hope you get to do this as long as you want to. The support is awesome. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing over there at Fort Wayne. I'm going to tune in for sure and watch that deal. I think you and I probably ought to see if we can do something at either the Shootout or the Chili Bowl this year. The celebrity race that we did in 19 was an absolute blast, and we need to see if we can make something like that happen again.
Yes, need to work on that. But with this COVID and everything, I've been scared all summer to go out and do this, and I've kind of held back on doing some events because of that. But I'm ready to fire it up more, and I'm doing a lot here at the Hillbilly High Banks to help the iRacers. You talk about bringing people over here. I am going to have this place ready here soon, where we've already got plans with some group of guys. They're going to spend the weekend here at the High Banks. I got a place here to stay, and we're going to bring different groups, different teams over here, and that's something we can work with you, that we're going to have it come on live, just like we're doing here. But we're going to have a group of people here just having a good time. We would invite these people to watch, get in, chat with us, see what goes on at the High Banks, and mingle with them a little bit and have fun with it, and get this to grow with the Hillbilly High Banks, you and all the other leagues out there, and we're going to have fun with this. It's just getting ready to fire up for us.
We're getting close to the halfway. We're about 28 laps from the halfway. Are you watching the top 11 here? Because these guys are 3 wide most of the time. This is a huge pack right here. I mean, this is 1/3 of the field, and these guys are all over each other. This is fantastic racing.
Oh, I see it, man. I've been watching it. It's great racing. This is anybody's race right there in that top 10, 12 right there.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. We get a little bit of a cool down here in about 26, 27 laps. Oh, there's some contact right there. That may shake things up.
You had to bring it up, didn't you?
I'm going to stop talking about how good everything's going and start just letting the race continue, because that really thinned things out. Now, Beavers is way out in front of Bolding. Eiler is sitting in third. He's got a little bit of a gap. But the bunch behind that, 4th, 5th, 6th on back, they're back together. It's just we lost about 2 cars out of that deal. So we'll let them keep racing. Got about 25 laps to the halfway point. This might be one of the funnest events that we've done since we've been about 3 years now. This might be one of the funnest events we've done.
We got 100 laps to go.
Yeah, we're only halfway. We'll give away the Dirty Girl prize pack right after the halfway point, and then with about 50 to go, we'll give away that 12-month subscription.
I hear Greg Young out there, the Flying Fossil, an old buddy of mine. Here he's out there listening to us. How you doing, Greg?
Oh, well, if he got some way he could chat, he needs to chat and say hi, that's for sure.
Buddy, he's one of the rat bag guys that used to be around here, and he was tough. He was tough.
Billy Rowley in the chat down here. Great community, and everybody kind of trying to give back to each other. We got a battle up here at the front, or are we lapping a car? We're lapping a car. Your boy's getting lapped right there. Mr. Terry is going to be a lap down as the leader gets by him in 3 and 4. But I think you've made a heck of a name for yourself doing this. And I talked to everybody so far, and I'm just going to ask you straight out, because it'll bug me if I don't. I'll regret it later. The work ethic, the dedication, the stick-to-itiveness, all that stuff, that has got to be something that your dad taught you, because you don't just come by that by accident. So, man, tell me a little bit about your dad and his work ethic, and how he was dedicated to what he did and everything, because I never got to meet him, and it's an absolute shame that I didn't.
Now, Dad, believe it or not, Dad wasn't a race fan. You believe that?
I don't. Not even for 2 seconds.
No. He took me to some of the races when I was little out to Limeland. He worked third shift and dropped me off. And he filmed some, and I have a few films I better watch. I haven't seen in a long time. But I would ride home with my uncles or somebody. But I more took off with my uncles Don and Harold as a kid than I would get off the school bus and jump in a van. And they would be leaving to the racetrack, I think, like somewhere close from Friday. Next thing I know, I'm not home till Sunday or Monday morning because they took off for 3 tracks. And my dad and my mom knew where I was at. And I mean, it was like, now you wouldn't do that nowadays, but I traveled with my uncles. And as I worked and everything, and I started my own business, I would take off on the weekend and go race. It was bred into my uncles. And he's like, oh, son, you got to work. 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. That's my dad. They come from the South. The family was poor, but every one of them come up here and did something for themselves and, made it. And 2 of my uncles wanted to race. And it's a dream for me what they've done. But my uncles were the 2 guys that wanted to race, and it brought my family together like you would not believe. I mean, we traveled the country following my uncles, the drivers, like Jerry and I say, and we could put a list a mile long. And the trips with different drivers that I've had and got to know them, from Brad Doty again to, Hodenshield Hewitt. I've mentioned Hewitt and Hod a lot because they were my favorite too. But they put me in a life. Then, they kind of passed away. They raced for 45 years. We won a lot of big races. But my dad was different than them. He was the work. They worked, but he did not want to go racing. When I built the simulators, he kind of like, Tim, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. I don't understand it. But he was a worker, love him to death. He taught me a lot. He was stubborn. And, man, I tell you what, though, when he did a job, it was 110% right, guarantee you. And, I got a lot of that from him. He actually beat my butt to work as a kid, and I'm glad he did. Because now that I had a business and shut it down because of lack of help, you wouldn't believe from then to now how the work ethic is. And, of course, it's so much easier to live nowadays with the technology. We didn't have these video games. And if I'd had this when I was a kid, I'd probably be an iRacer. But I could go on all day. But, my dad was great. He was a family man. He kept the family together. They had, a big family. And he kind of was, tried to keep everybody together. And, of course, I just can't say enough about him. He was the hardest damn worker you'll ever find in your life. And I'm not saying that. He was. His brothers, his sisters, his family, my friends would tell you, he would work your butt off.
Well, it's great that I get to hear some of that, and the fans get to hear that, because that's who this is about tonight. But we also got to remember that Roger, Abe Alba, and Russell Crook, their families, donating some things tonight to memorialize their fathers. If you've lost your father, you know how hard it is. I fortunately have not, so I can't speak directly to it. I know it would probably crush me if I do. My dad is 73 now, and it would absolutely crush me because he's been a great friend my whole life. Supported
I
me
miss
in
him every
everything
day.
that I wanted to do. Yeah, and I'm sure that would be the case because I call my dad every week, and talk to him. And it can be about absolutely nothing. Just to hear his voice, I do that. So if you have that opportunity, make sure that you take advantage of it while you can, because there's a lot of people who don't. And I know, just like Tim, I hear it from him a lot that he misses his dad. And I always feel for somebody when they say stuff like that. But man, we're watching a great race. We're 5 laps from the halfway point right now, and Beavers and Bolding have started to distance themselves from Braden Eiler in third. Well, they're about to get in traffic, and once again, that lap traffic is going to get saved because we're going to have another competition caution here to bring everybody back together. Oh, I guarantee you, and that's why we're giving these guys a break. But that last 100, that's when you're going to have to really show, because no caution there. Car spun around. He's going to be okay. He's going to get rolling. Relax.
I can't thank the people out there today, Rod, for this, the support, man, and the way this room filled up. It was just unreal, man.
That's a lot of support real quick, and I was godsmacked by it myself. I said it to Ernie earlier. I couldn't believe, less than 2 minutes this place was 100% full, and that just speaks volumes to, the people that know that, it's right to come and support you and support this and support what you're doing, because it needs to be supported. And all the people that are watching, I mean, we've been, close to 100 people tonight live in viewership at one time, and that's awesome. I'm so happy that the fans have taken some of their Thanksgiving to come and chat with us. Car spun around right there in 4, but we still got some prizes to give away. Got a lot of racing, 100 laps of racing left, and it just speaks volumes to what everybody's going to do. Yeah, we're about to. We're about to.
Caution is out.
Caution came out right there, so fantastic. 100 laps in the books. We'll let the guys start getting reset while they do. Ladies, it's your turn. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in chat. I know Eric is in Iowa, so I don't have to ask you. All right, the Dirty Girl prize pack. Ladies, you got to love T-shirts. You got to tell me that you love T-shirts. The first one in chat. First one in chat. First lady in chat to tell me they love T-shirts. I am going to get your name, and I'm going to tell you how to get your stuff. Oh, you're back in Florida again. I'll tell you how to get your stuff. But ladies, I love T-shirts. Get it in the chat. Don't care where it's coming from. We want to see it. When did you go back to Florida, Eric? An old asphalt racing buddy of mine in chat with us tonight. Oh, well, that's never good, man. I hate to hear that, brother.
All right, man. Like you back on the pace car. We're not
caution.
going
Just
green
waiting for the ladies. Need one what in Ohio, Jeff?
Well,
ladies, tell me I love T-shirts. First one, I'm going to give you a Dirty Girl prize pack. Okay. We're waiting on a lady to give us the I love T-shirts, Tim, so we can give a ladies prize pack away.
Probably got to delay it.
Yeah, give them a second here. It's counting off laps, but it doesn't matter. We just keep doing it. It's good. You guys have been doing great. Oh, yeah. We need to get...
Green flag.
Oh, wow.
My button's not working.
All right, well, Stacy got in first, and Tim, you can handle all of that deal.
I got the T-shirt for her.
Yep, she said it's for her mom, so you take care of that and give that to Stacy. I know that's a close one. All we got left is the 12-month subscription. We'll give that away here in about 50 laps and let the guys get at it. If you're not a member, you need to stick around. We got a 12-month fully paid subscription to the basic iRacing content for you. Give that away around the 150. Yeah, they're back under it. Got 94 to go, so right around 50 to go. We'll give that away. This has been a great show, man. Right now, Connor Bolding took the lead away from Chris Beavers. All right, top 7 or 8 right there. He'll give it to somebody, I promise. But that top 7 or 8 right there, let's look back here. See, is Bowman part of the... Yep, Bowman is that last car. He's in 8th. So they're in a great string.
They're just kind of hanging on together, aren't they? Staying there for a minute.
You know, you got to wait until about the last 15, 20 laps, maybe 30, before you can really start to try to spread out and find out. And I think the pass is going to come around the top, because that top is going to start to come back here in about 30 laps. And I think if someone's going to make a move, they're going to have to go to the top unless lap traffic gets involved. And we got a couple of lap cars right here, right in front of these guys. I know Cody Olson is one of those in that 422 machine of Jordan McAvoy right there in the middle of the track. That's the red car. And they are too wide. They are racing for position, so you can't tell them to stop.
Where are the leaders at? Below me, above me, where are they at?
Right below you.
You got to love the car is still in this, halfway through.
Yeah, you know, we still have 25 of the 30 on track. They may be laps down, but they are out there. So, couple of laps here, couple of laps there. If they happen to get a caution. There was one. Oh, he might be able to keep that going. He might have got it spun all the way around. It's going to open things up and separate them just a touch.
Back up the leaders.
Oh, there's a car. He's just now getting going back here. He's the last car in the lead lap. I want to say that was one of the elbows up cars, but I can't figure. Oh, Richie Preston possibly was the car that went around.
Whoa, look at there.
Man, they are racing close, and that's a lap car, the 6th car, Cody Olson right there. But look how close these guys are. Eiler and Shell teammates, and they are almost laying on one another in the corner right there. That's for, 4th and 5th. We still got 86 laps to go. Well, dab some more and come see us next season over here in DSRL, Eric. We run on Mondays and Wednesdays. Bolding is still holding off Beavers. He's starting to get a little bit of a gap. I saw a car right out here in the front. It's not Jacob Crawford. Crawford is back here at 19th. He's the last car in the lead lap. Saw a car come out of the pits and clip a car. The leaders go around that mess in the bottom of 1 and 2.
I don't think I could have made 200 laps. I ran some last night, Roger, and I was sweating, my legs was hurting, but I had a blast.
I tell you what, that 50 lapper we did last night to just kind of test things out, that was enough for me. I really had my arms, kind of wore out, and I was sweating like crazy sitting back there. It was just nutty how tired I got from 50 laps in the street stop. You'd think they'd be easy to drive. They don't go that fast.
They're easy,
We
man.
don't
You gotta
want
be young
150
and
or
in shape.
on the way to Checker from there.
We're going to try to run it out.
Okay.
If there's a big one, oh gosh, if I see one, I'll tell you. Sorry, I'm chatting with race control. Guys, I told you that was going to happen throughout the night. I went to the pits one time. It was like a morgue down there, so we haven't been back to the pits. But right now, got our eyes on the 06 of Rylan Gray. He's 11th, about 6 seconds off of our leader. And I tell you what, the guy's starting to get strung out. It's getting a little single file, but that is going to slow down here pretty soon. There's contact. Lap car was up against the fence doing what he was supposed to do. I'm not sure what anybody expected out of that, but he kind of got squeezed a little bit there. Let's go back up because Hannigan is starting to reel in second place. He's in third. That's a 22 car. He's got the two elbows up boys behind him. Eiler and Shell right behind that, and they are trying to reel him in. They'd all three like to be on the podium. They are staples here at DRN. Just about every night we race, you'll see those three drivers, whatever we choose to race that night. And a lot of times you get to see one, maybe even two of them at a time up on the podium. So very familiar to anybody that watches the network. And real quick, let me thank all of you again. The viewership tonight has been amazing. You guys have kept the numbers pumped way up. Really appreciate that. I know most of it's because of Tim, but my appreciation goes out to you guys for sticking with us. 76 laps remaining. Still got one big prize for the fans to give away. You guys stick around to the end. We're going to try to talk to at least a couple, three other drivers, even if they're not the podium guys, but I'd like to talk to the podium guys. If I have to go down on the track to do it, we're going to try to do it. But stick around at the end. You'll hear what these guys thought of 200 laps for the Paul Nickles Memorial Turkey Trot 200, the first annual.
Wait till next year, Rob. We're going to make this.
It's been great.
Next year.
It's been awesome. Maybe next year we can do it from Ohio. I'll just pack
we'll
my
have a
stuff
big
and
one
come
here
up
at
there.
High Bank, sure. We'll have it here at High Bank. It's a big crowd of us.
Right, maybe I can just pack up all my stuff and come set up there, and we can do it all from one room. And
Yeah, bring your turkey up with you, all right? I won't have to get one.
Why are you going to make me bring her with me?
I said your turkey.
Yeah, I know. I heard you.
She must not be listening to this broadcast then.
No, she's in the other room, probably watching Yellowstone. She'll be with me next weekend, though, up at Gateway. So, still Bolding, Brewers, and Hannigan, 1, 2, 3. Shell and Eiler now have swapped spots, but they are battling side by side. Jason Crow behind that, and then A.J. Bowman, Tyler Goodwin, Austin Buzik, and Baden Stewart right here in the 14th car. He's running in the 10th spot. You were going to say something there, buddy?
I'm watching. I was going to say maybe we get Jerry Keyser involved next year a little bit and listen to his voice. He's a lot better than I am.
Oh, he's a lot better than I am. Hell, you're going to try to embarrass me. I see what you're doing. I have a lot of fun with him, and he's good in the booth with me. And we're able to work back and forth off of one another, and that makes for a pretty interesting broadcast every time. So people don't have to listen to one person.
Job, you ain't going to have time for us.
This is true enough, too. Right now, Bolding holding him off. He's got about 0.8 of a second. He's going to be in lap traffic again here. He is coming up on that 11 car. Ooh, 11 car out of shape right there. That's Cody Terry, and right in front of that is Mason Leon in the 86. And those two, I think they're racing for a spot. Yeah, they are. They are racing for a position back there. That's 18th and 19th. And they are right in front of the leaders. So the 39 of Connor Bolding having to work around the outside and almost got a little bit of a right rear. And how you would feed a right rear in a street stock would be interesting. So at the very least, there goes Beavers. He's going to cut under as Terry got out of shape, went to the top side. That made Hannigan have to go to the low side. And now your leader Bolding working on the inner side of Mason Leon. He will clear him easily as Leon gives plenty of room. So 16 cars on the lead lap. And old Whiskers, he's in danger of getting a lap down here. Old Whiskers back there running 16.
You
got what now?
I said I jumped in this room tonight when it first started, man, and seen all these names. I went like, man, can you believe that?
Well, there's a ton of these guys that race in one series or another around here on iRacing, and it may not be straight stocks. It's probably big blocks or sprint cars of some kind. And you support every league that's out there in one fashion or another, so every one of them knows you. You got to expect that you're going to see all these names. If they're not already tied into something else or gone for the holiday, they're going to be in here supporting you. I'm not surprised to see some of these names. I was surprised we filled up 60 cars in just under 120 seconds.
That was just awesome.
And I hope everybody had a great time because we've seen great racing. And, you know, right now we're watching Ernie back here because he's one of the family. And, you know, he's back here in 16th, struggling a little bit with that 91 car. But, you know, he's one of the drivers on the team, Black Diamond Motorsports, that you support. And he's one of the drivers that's in the World Championships there. And he's made both features so far. And that's got to be, you know, a little gratifying. You know, you support guys that are able to run with the best in the world and make the show every week.
Oh, Ernie, man, I can't thank Ernie enough. He more or less, he supports me with everything he does for me behind the scenes, talking to the guys. You know, I don't get to race as much as I want. You know, I've got some work I do, and I know I'm not that good. I can't see as good as I used to, but Ernie gets out there and talks to the drivers and the people, and I hear a lot through him and you, but, you know, I keep up with it. And I mean, I can't thank enough of all the guys that Ernie's got, that you've got. I mean, helping each other out. It's been great, man. It really has.
Well, we are getting into it. We're under the 60 lap to go mark. This thing's clicking off pretty fast here. I'm pretty impressed with how quickly we've been going. We've only been on the air for about an hour and 51 minutes. And I think
they're going to get seconds on Turkey, Roger.
I think in the next 20, 30 minutes, we're going to be out of here. Oh, yeah, well, that may not happen. I may have to have a piece of pie before I go to bed or something, but that's okay. There's plenty of left over. We did 20-pound turkey this year and ended up with only 5 people showing up for dinner because, you know, somebody didn't feel good, and one had to go to work, and it is what it is, but I might have plenty of turkey left over. I wish I could ship it somewhere.
Well, these guys are working up an appetite for seconds, I'm sure.
Yeah, but the sweat is pouring off several of them right now because we are about 40 laps into this run, 45 laps into this run, and we have not had another caution. We have not had a lot of contact. We have not seen a bunch of silly stuff, and we're getting ready to lap and beat 16 cars. The 16th car is about to get lapped. We'll have 15 on the lead lap. That 15th car right there. He's a little ways out in front of these guys right there. That's that 41 machine of Austin McGlone. But Ernie Williams.
Hannigan have anything for him?
I don't know. I'm hearing that Beavers is kind of biding his time, and he's going to come and win this thing late. So Williams goes a lap down. That is Gephardt. That is in front. He is already a couple of laps down in that 21 machine right there in front of your leader, Connor Bolding. Here comes Hannigan. Shell now has caught Hannigan as he goes around Williams as well. So our top 4 right here, almost under a blanket.
Yeah, I was watching Shell there.
He started on the pole tonight. Fell back a ways. Now he's bringing the car back towards the front. As the track gets slicker, all these guys carrying the black stripes are going to be a little more apt to make some room up here. And you've got Hannigan, Shell, and Eiler, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Right there. Ryland Gray back in 10th.
I see Ernie pulled up out of the way to let the guys go.
Yeah, he's letting 5th and 6th go right here, right now. These guys work along the inside of 21 of Gephardt. Gephardt multiple laps down. Guys just trying to finish. 50 laps remaining. Let's go ahead, and if you are a non-iRacing member and you want to be, we've got a 12-month subscription to the basic content of iRacing, which does include some dirt stuff, but you have to be a new member. If you want to become a member of the iRacing community, get in on events like this, you need to tell us, I want to go racing. So the first person that says that in my chat, I will give you the instructions on how you can collect your 12-month subscription courtesy of Tim's Dirt Track Simulators powered by iRacing. We're just watching for somebody to claim that. Still plenty of people in chat, and I would be shocked if all 40 of you have iRacing right now. If you're not a member and you want to be, let us know. We'll get you the code for a full year. That's 12 months, about $150 worth of iRacing. Just type into the chat, I want to go racing.
Well, one of the Hillbilly High Bank drivers has just pulled in, and he's headed to the medical. Shoulder's hurt and sweat, and he's dehydrated.
Well, we probably better get him a bottle of water and a couple of ibuprofen.
They're dragging him out back here. He'll be all right in the morning.
Sean, and if I slaughter this dude, I apologize. Sean Shutterwalt. What I need you to do, sir, is I need you to go to the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page and send us a private message to tell us you won the 12-month subscription. I'll get you all the instructions on how you can collect that. Congratulations, you will now be a member of the community.
Welcome.
Brian Funk says, I want to go racing, but can I give it away to a friend? I'll tell you what, Brian, you go send me a message. I'll give you 3 months. Free spinner on the backstretch, and I don't think it's going to affect much. It slowed our leader down. Here's the opportunity that Beavers might have been looking for. The top 4 right there on the screen, 2x2. 2 rows deep, battling for the lead, coming up on lap traffic again, and Beavers working the top side, trying to get around Bolding. Contact, big time contact, and around goes Bolding. That was contact from the guys in 3rd and 4th. Hannigan and Shell, and I think they both kind of got there at the same time and got into the left rear and got him sideways. So shaking that up with 40 to go. Beavers, Hannigan, Shell. Now Eiler is back in the mix. He is right underneath these guys. About 8 car lengths, and he's got Gephardt. Gephardt's laying on him a little bit. Gephardt multiple laps down, but he is laying on that 005 car. Guys, if you've been here since the start and you want a prize, please remember you need to go to the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page and send us a private message. Tell us what it is that you've won. I do have the names down, but I am going to have some instructions for you. All that is left now is to see who is going to win the first annual Paul Nickles Memorial Turkey Trot 200 right here at Lanier. Beavers, Hannigan, Shell, Eiler, and Crow are your top 5. And Jason Crow right there, that's the white car with the gold trim on it. He is about 1.5 seconds in rear of your leaders. But our leader, if he's got a mirror in that car, it is full right now, and it is full of Hurricane. Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan tracking him down, getting ready to make his move. I think he's probably just biding his time, trying to find a good place to get a run. But Hannigan will not surprise me one bit if he comes up here and tries to get this win. I know that I had somebody in chat saying that Beavers had this easy. I don't know if he's got it easy or not now. These guys have closed in. They're going to make a heck of a race out of it for sure.
It's going to boil down to be a good one for sure. I'm sitting here watching it.
Let's go back right here. Giuseppe Masso. That is your 15th place car, and he is the final car on the lead lap, and the leaders are in the same set of corners with him. You can see he's getting ready to turn into turn 3 right here. And Beavers and company, a 1, 2, 3 nose to tail. Looks like a train going down that backstretch. They are about half a straightaway behind that. Well, regardless of all the outcome, this has been one fun. It's been a hell of a night, Tim. I am so glad that we did this. This has made a, what could have been a dreary evening into something pretty exciting, because usually you're in a turkey coma sitting around watching TV, lethargic, you don't want to do nothing. But here we are watching an awesome street stock race tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm blessed with all the friends, man, that joined in with this, man. I'm sitting here with a smile, man, just watching the race, enjoying it, and, thinking of Dad that, how'd your party go, how'd it go, and this one's for him, and, he's got a good seat, that's for sure, watching it, and like I said, I love my dad and miss him, but this is for all the guys that don't have one. But if you got a dad, go visit him tomorrow, please, for me.
Well, our top 3 are nearly 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. A tiny bit of contact a couple of laps ago. And Hannigan is working the inside. Chris Beavers trying to keep that car wound up on the top side. He is not making it easy for Hannigan to clear. I think if he got a little bit of a good bite somewhere right here on this exit, he might be able to run around him and really pin him in going into the corner, but it looks like it's going to be Hannigan's run down the back stretch. It's going to give him an advantage coming out of 4. Hannigan's going to lead lap 172. 28 laps remaining, and Tyler Schell is right there. If one mistake is made by any of these 2 drivers in front of him, he's going to pounce and probably steal this victory.
Don't want to go anywhere now, man.
Oh, the fans want a caution, Tim. Can we give them a 25-lap run to the end, or do you want to keep it? You want to keep it going?
You told the drivers, whatever you told the drivers. This is going on, man. Them 3 guys earned it right here.
Yeah,
I think.
I would like to see this finish, because this is one heck of a race. And the 4th place car, Braden Eiler, is reeling these guys in while they're racing here. Eiler's now in the screen, and Jason Crow is starting to close in too. We let this go for these 25 laps. I think we're going to see 4 or 5 cars battling for the lead. And Beavers has not given this thing up, not even a little. He takes the lead back right there by about 1.5 feet.
Oh, yeah, them next 3 back in line is going to come up on them guys racing like this. It's going to get good in the top 6.
Yeah, and I don't want to break this. Yeah, I don't want to break this momentum. This is an exciting finish coming up here.
I want to see this go out.
There you go. Beavers had it by a full car that time, and I think it's just that top side is starting to feel some momentum. I told you it'd come back, and I think the top side is starting to be just a little stronger. And I think Hannigan is really being very careful down there. And there's some contact, and Schill got in the back when Beavers clipped the wall. Hannigan now goes slider, slows down the momentum of Beavers, put Hannigan to position number 1. Tyler Schill by half a car. P2. Now Beaver's going to cross back underneath, and we'll see if he can do anything off the bottom side as he gets alongside Shell. So a couple of names that DRN we're familiar with seeing at the front of something going at each other. Mason Hannigan, Tyler Shell. Here comes Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, not doing anything on the top side tonight. He is bringing that car right through the middle. There was contact with your leaders. But our top 4 have come back together, and we are getting it down here. 21 laps to go. Can't break this momentum.
No, 180 laps in, and there's a race like this going on.
Yeah, I can't do it. I just don't have the heart to tell race control that we need to do that, because that 4th place car is coming, and 5th place is hot on his heels coming in here. We're going to have a hell of a race for these last 20 laps.
Yeah, these toilet seats got something figured out.
They lightened the load a little bit. I'm sorry I even said that. As soon as I did, I regretted that.
I love it. I love it, man. Look at him. I'm telling you now. Look at him.
We'll watch from a little different angle here. We'll watch from the infield view so we can see all 4 guys. We're on Beaver's car right now, and Eiler is trying to work his way around to that 03 machine. Contact again between Shell and Hannigan. 182 in the books, 18 to go.
We're going to have a 6-car race there, about 2 or 3 to go, I think.
I know we're definitely going to have a 4. I think we're going to at least have a 5. How far back is Bowman? Bowman's 1.3.
You think to catch a big pack?
Well, if they can get to some lap traffic and slow them up just a little bit, the other guys might have a shot. But right now, I think we got a 4-car race. But we've got a great 4-car race because they are all over one another. 16 to go, and they're going to be in lap traffic now. They caught up to Masso. Giuseppe Masso, the 10 car right there, just went off the screen. He is in 14th. And you've got Gephardt, who's multiple laps down. Ernie Williams is back in the picture.
What a night altogether, man. This is going to come down to maybe a photo finish. Get that camera ready.
And this track is just absolutely gone slick. Williams is up ripping the lip, that 91 car. He's right in front of these guys. This lap traffic is going to become a factor. No, that was Gephardt that got out of shape big time. I think he clipped the inside fence on entering and pushed him up the track. Oh, Masso backwards. He's going to the top side. He should be safe up there. Go look. Giuseppe gets it rolling, so we're not going to slow it down. We're going to go back to the front. Shell is taking a peek down the inside out of 2.
I bet Hannigan's not liking that traffic.
But he is kind of freaking out a little bit as much as they are all over the place right now. The guys are going in on one line and not exiting where they went in for sure. And he's having to really work. And that 21 car out of shape, multiple laps down. Still on the track racing, but he is a couple of laps down to these guys. Got a battle for third now. Eiler's got his nose inside on Beavers. Leaders have gotten clear of the lap. Well, almost gotten. And then Shell and Hannigan get together. We better get back here to our leaders. They're side by side. We're down to 10 laps to go. This thing is coming to a close. And the battle at the front is really, really getting tense here. Out of 3 and 4, 9 laps to go. Hannigan, Eiler got by. He is into third. Beavers now back to fourth, and Beavers has fallen back a little ways. He's in the clutches of Jason Crow. Eiler's working around Gephardt. That's the lap car. Another lap car to the outside here. I'm going to say that is McGlure, if they are working around right there. 7 to go. Almost to the end of this one, Tim. It has been a hell of a night, and we are seeing a great battle at the front to close it out.
Nothing like a great finish after a good night, Rudge.
Big, long endurance race. And I'll tell you what, we haven't seen the demo derby. We saw racing tonight. Very little in the way of Big Rex couple, but the racing has been absolutely awesome. These guys have put on a fantastic show all night long. We're going to get down to 5 to go this time.
Yeah, I can't thank the guys for the great driving tonight. Really been awesome.
It's going to be Hannigan, Shell, and Eiler, your top 3, or right now, unless something strange happens. Laps clicking off. I was a little worried about the fuel until we put those extra gallons. I thought we might be close, but these guys don't look like they're worried about fuel at all because nobody really has slowed down much tonight. We'll end it with 13 on the lead lap because they are not going to get into lap traffic again before this ends. 3 to go this time. Shell tried to loosen him up, loosen himself. Eiler closing in. He was a tick quicker that time. Less than a tenth, but quicker is quicker. As we come around to 2 to go, Mason, Hannigan, Tyler, Shell, Braden, Eiler are your top 3. Hannigan started 14th. Shell started first, and Eiler. Wait, switch. There you go. Eiler started 7th. White flag in the air. Final time around. The Paul Nickles Memorial Turkey Trot 200 comes to a close right here, and Mason Hannigan will win the inaugural race. Tyler Shell and Braden Eiler 2nd and 3rd. Get the top 3 around here. We'll get them parked. We'll drag them up. We'll chat with them for just a minute. And Hannigan puts a big dent on the car after the checkered flag, so. Let's get down here. We'll jump down trackside. A couple things we got to turn off, folks. It's always got to go this way. Let's get Eiler. Let's get Hannigan. And let's get Tyler Shell ready to
Error.
go. Let's get Braden Eiler finished 3rd tonight.
User was moved to
Braden Eiler, you got a copy. Braden Eiler, are you there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm trying to meet game chat, sorry.
Yeah, tell them guys, we got more important things to do. Well, we watched you a little bit earlier, and it didn't look like it was easy, but, man, you're going to come home with a podium tonight here at the Paul Nickles Memorial Turkey Trot 200, the inaugural race, man. Tell us about that grueling 200 laps and how much fun it was out there.
It was fun. I didn't really do the greatest. I had a couple mishaps I'm not proud of, but yeah, I guess we walked away with a 3rd.
Well, it's always fun to see guys that we know come up and win, but a lot of names you don't recognize in here. You didn't start right at the front, and you had to work around some cars you're not used to racing with. The guys that you finish right behind, you race with them every night. But tell us, you're not even a street stock guy, really. We know that. We know you're a sprint car guy. Having to switch and still being able to come forward, man, a lot of work, or was this just purely fun?
I didn't. I just hopped in and ran it and tried took what it was and just tried to enjoy it. It was fun though.
Well, I know Tim is in here and he's listening, man. I'm sure you got a couple of shout outs you'd like to give, but first and foremost, let's thank Tim Nickles for putting this whole thing together.
Yeah, everybody that puts this deal on, Wicked Energy, everybody always up, and congrats Mason on the win and Tyler on 2nd.
All right, Braden, congratulations, man, and I look forward to seeing you back on the track real soon here on the Dirt Racing Network, buddy.
Wait, you were signing me off. I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I got you. You're out of here. You're done, kid.
All right,
Brandon,
good.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it. Great run, bud.
Hey,
Love
thank
the
you,
skin,
Tim.
though. Yes, buddy. Appreciate you supporting me, man, and can't thank you guys enough. It was a great show tonight, and you'll be seeing this again, sir.
Yep.
All right, Braden
Error
Eiler
left your channel.
finished in the 3rd tonight. We'll move right up the ladder here. We're going to talk to Tyler Shell, and I'm going to give him a little grief right off the bat.
User was moved to
He
your
gets the
channel.
redraw. He starts on the pole, and he still manages to find a way to come home 2nd. Tyler Shell, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm just going to ask, what happened? Dream scenario, man.
Like first 30 laps were not good, and I had to go through the field, and then I just couldn't get by Mason. I tried everything. I even gave him a door, but then that middle came in, and he was just able to roll around me. But definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like it. And we said the same thing to Braden. Normally, you're a sprint car kind of guy, and you don't run these street stocks much. So having to come in and transition, and you still managed to get the pole. You won your heat race. You come in, you finish 2nd. How much fun did you have out there for 200 laps tonight?
I had a lot of fun. I felt like if I wouldn't have got had to go to the back twice, I think I might have had a better. If I was in front of Mason, I think I'd have been fine, like coming up through the field. But I just couldn't get by him. Like I tried giving the bump and runs, and I didn't want to spin him out. So come on with 2nd.
Well, you've been around a long time, and you've seen kind of the evolution of the way that just about every league has attached itself to TimsSims. Tell us a little bit about your experiences with Tim.
Let's see what we did. I met him in New York. I met him in Knoxville this year. He does a lot for the race community, a lot of sim community, especially with this league and some other leagues. But just kindness and stuff. And I was glad to see the full server when I hopped in.
Yeah, it filled up very fast. About 2 minutes, we got 60 cars, and that right there is kind of a testament to his name being out there and the respect that he has from the sim racing community, man. I'm sure you've got some thank yous that you'd like to give. I told Braden the same thing. The first one we need to always give is to Tim for everything that he does, and this was a memorial for his father. So let's start there and move on.
Yep, just like thank Tim for putting the money up and just putting the race up and you for broadcasting. I definitely think we should have this next year. It looked like it wasn't a crapshoot. It was actually a fun, good race, and can't wait for next year.
Anything you want to say, Tim?
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. We'll be back next year, I promise you. Bigger and better, man. Can't thank you enough for the support, and hope to see you on the road again soon.
Yep, thank you.
User was moved
All
out
right,
of your
Tyler
channel.
Shell finishes second. And this kid, I talked to him, Tim, before the race. A little bit after I talked to you, I had talked to Ernie, and I drug
User
Mason
was
in the
moved to
channel,
your
and I talked to
channel.
him before, and he had nothing but glowing things to say about his time meeting you out on the road. Well, we got him in the channel now. Mason Hannigan, you picked up the win tonight, buddy. Tell us about your feature.
Yeah, I really had no
Go
expectations.
Mason.
I had no expectations of finishing where I finished. It's probably slower than Tyler. I don't know what he had been doing differently there at the end. I tried pedaling it like a big block, and it worked for the most part, but he was just a little bit faster. So I can't say thankfully he got sent to the back because he's just on the pole. But I feel like if he didn't get crashed there, he easily wins. But other than that, that was a hell of a race and a lot of fun.
Yeah, 200 laps, something you're not used to having to do on dirt because we don't do endurance races like that. And all the other guys, sprint car guys, big block guys coming in here, and, these don't have a lot of power. They're a whole lot different to drive, but you guys adapted really well, and is that just kind of a testament to your time spent in sim racing and, when you visit Tim, getting in the simulators with those guys?
Yeah, for sure, especially running through the slick. It kind of played a factor at the end of the two builds ago, and then it really played a factor last build, and then it really plays a factor this build on the sprint car. So, you can run through the middle as probably as hard as you can. So, it played a factor there, honestly. Especially with my big block experience, pedaling it pretty hard and just trying to keep the tires under you, that really helped. So, glad I could survive, and I didn't even have to use a fast repair. So, pretty positive about that one, but that was kind of a kill or be killed situation.
Yeah. Well, you're going to pick up the big check, 10,000 pennies tonight, and I think Tim and I are in agreement that at the shootout, you're going to have to take us all for burgers.
Why? Now, why is that?
See how defensive he gets, Tim? I don't
You
understand.
took all my money.
But anyway, a fantastic run tonight, man. A great win to the inaugural Paul Nickles Memorial Turkey Trot 200, man. I'm sure you got a few thank yous and shout outs that you want to get before we let you head out of here and celebrate.
Yeah, for sure. First of all, I got to thank Chris Beaver and Tyler and Braden for the hell of a race that we had there, and I got to thank Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim, obviously, TimsSims, UDTV, all the guys at Black Diamond, and this was a blast and pretty cool to be an inaugural winner, and I can't wait for it next year.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. I can't wait to see you in Tulsa. We're all going for cheeseburgers on Mason. You heard it here first.
Nah, cheeseburgers overrated.
All right, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mason.
User was
Appreciate it,
moved
buddy.
out of
We'll
your
see you
channel.
soon.
All right, Mason Hannigan wins it. Tim, this was an awesome event tonight. Like I said, we tossed this together pretty fast. I can't imagine what is going to happen since we're going to have time to plan this for a whole year. But I think a Thanksgiving night tradition has really been born here, and with all the people that with all the things that you can do, with all the respect that you have from other people willing to contribute to everything you do, we may have to have 2 nights next year.
I was thinking that.
Well, 60 cars in 60 seconds, and we probably left out 20 or 30 people that couldn't make it in, and we saw a few in the chat that said they couldn't make it in because of whatever. I think it's going to have to be something even bigger, and like I said, we may have to do this from your place up there next year. That would be just awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have to at least make it 6-1 because I won't be in trouble.
Well, it's in the books now. We can all sit back, breathe a little sigh of relief, get ready for the next big deal, which is next weekend up in St. Louis. Some thoughts from you before we get ready to sign off tonight?
Well, we know there's going to be a second. Promise you that. Bigger and better. This was fun. The support was great, man, for the throwing it together like you did, Raj, and let me bump in on one of your shows you wanted to do and make it the Paul Nickles Memorial. It was, man, I've smiled all night. I mean, once I jumped in and my car popped up and I seen that list and I had to scroll down and the names, I was like, man, this is going to be great. And it turned out a great night for drivers. I can't think of them enough, the people out there in the iRacing world, and I hope to do more for them. I enjoy this. I'm smiling. My dad looking down, thanking you guys. He knows how I felt about this, and my heart was into this racing and doing this, and it's what I want to do. Have fun. I'm gonna get out there, and you and I are gonna do some advertising on my T-shirts and stuff, and hopefully I get support that way, so I can continue to help the iRacing community. And I want to thank a buddy of ours, Matt Henninger, for all he does for me. He had surgery last week, and he's getting along better, but he's helped this iRacing out as much as anybody, and we want to thank him. And I know there's a lot of guys out there that Matt helped in a lot of different ways we don't even know, Raj, and just can't thank him enough. Ernie, Ernie does so much for me, man, on these shows. The new guys, Derek and Cody, that's been helping me out. I hope you guys catch up with us somewhere and get to know them guys. They're helping me get on this road, and we're going to see a lot of me out there next year on the road. If these guys stick around and help me, and we're going to have fun, and I want to gather up some prizes and some money, and we're going to do something here probably right after Christmas, between New Year's, and do a couple days show with this, Roger. I've already see it, man. With the support I got tonight, we keep up with us, man. We're going to put something together here real soon.
All right. Well, thank you for everything that you do. I'm glad this was a giant success. I know we threw it together quick, and like I said, I can't wait to see with the amount of time that we have to plan for next year what this will become. But for everything that you do, second to none. And, also, I want to say thank you to Matt for everything, because I know that he props a lot of things up for a lot of people. He has for us, and he has for you. And, he's kind of an integral part of this whole thing. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys up in Tulsa and being able to shake your hand and hug your neck. And, that's only about 7 days away. So that's going to be a lot of fun. If you're going to be around, guys, any of you, make sure you come by and say hi to Tim, Ernie, all the boys. I'll be around some. If you want to meet up, you guys can shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger and tell me when you're around, and I'll come down to the Sims and we'll all meet up. Heck, maybe we can get together and go a little head to head or something. Tim will afford us that, I'm sure. But it has been a great night. Congratulations to our top 3: Mason Hannigan, Tyler Schelt, Braden Eiler, and our top 5 included Chris Beavers and Jason Crow. Those drivers, I need you guys to reach out to us on the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page, because we have some information to get from you so that you can collect your prizes. Tim, I got some work to do. I got to go back through and get all of our lap payouts and everything done. But this has been one awesome, fun show. I'm glad we did this. I appreciate everything that you do for us, brother, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Oh, I enjoyed this, Roger. This was great. By the way, at St. Louis, Thursday night, or Friday night, we got a fast time for the late models and the big blocks. We're paying 10,000 pennies. And then Saturday night, we have the late models and the 410 sprints paying out 10,000 pennies for fast time. So 2 chances. And then if anybody can win both of them one night, it's another 10,000 pennies. $300 on the line. St. Louis, come see us.
Wow, well, that sounds awesome. And you'll have all the merch there too, right?
No, I won't have any shirts at all. This supply of prizes too, and it just to be the simulators. And we'll be doing 6 cars and fast time, but VR in one, and 2 other ones will be set up. Just regular screen, and we'll be having fun. And come see the guys, and we'll go from there.
All right, man. Well, for Tim Nickles tonight, Dominic Santini and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network, guys, we appreciate that you tuned in and watched a fantastic event. This is going to be an annual thing. Like, share, and follow on the Facebook page. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. You'll know every time we go live. Until we see you guys the next time, everybody keep it dirty